Did you know that your son had a higher chance of succeeding in his dream profession than in pursuing any career which he had no passion for? However, I don't think there's much of a possibility to succeed in what you don't trust. This frequently occurs when people like Carolyn Ellison go into a sector where they don't have passion or truly believe in. The rise of Carolyn Ellison, CEO of Alameda Research, was almost as stunning as the fall from brilliant reader and mathematician to moving billions of dollars of client funds to supposedly cover her firm's liabilities.
I think being comfortable with risk is very important.
On a fateful day in March 2018, Caroline Ellison met a former coworker who came to her with a proposal that would change the trajectory of her life forever.
I talked to Sam, who had just started Alameda, and he convinced me that it was an exciting opportunity.
I wanted to be an expert on everything, but there was still lots of stuff in the crypto world that I knew nothing about. Her early life. Born in the city of Boston in 1994, Caroline Ellison spent her early life in the surrounding towns of Cambridge and Newton. Her parents, Glenn and Sarah Fisher Ellison, are both professors of economics at MIT, and she is the eldest child. Count on Caroline to solve any mathematical problem. She states that her early education included lessons in economics and Bayesian statistics for her and her sisters. She presented her dad with a price analysis of Toys R Us stuffed animals when she was 8 years old for his birthday. Caroline and her younger sister Anna were members of the Bigelow Middle School math team that their father coached. The American Mathematics Competitions awarded her first place in 2008. She competed for the United States in the 2011 International Linguistics Olympiad as a student at Newton North High School, where she was recognized for her efforts with an honorable mention and a Best Solution Award. Along with her leading high school's math team, she participated in the Greater Boston Math League. She competed for Newton in the Math Prize for Girls on multiple occasions. Caroline got admitted to the MIT Prime's after-school program in her senior year. She received the Mathematics Department Ron Barndt Award and National Merit Scholarship upon graduation in 2012. She earned her bachelor's degree in mathematics from Stanford in 2016. Caroline competed in and placed in the top 500 at the Putnam competitions in 2013, 14, and 15 while she was a student at Stanford. Caroline Ellison, as a first-year student, became interested in effective altruism, a data-driven approach to charity. She became vice president of Stanford's University Effective Altruism Group. Caroline completed 2 internships at Jane Street, a private trading firm in New York City, while she was a student at Stanford, launching her career in quantitative trading. Following graduation in September 2016, she began working as an equities trader at Jane Street full-time in the same cohort mentored by Sam Bankman-Fried, who subsequently left the firm to become the director of development at the Center of Effective Altruism in Berkeley, California, a year later. With a shared passion for effective altruism, Caroline and Bankman-Fried quickly became fast friends. Over coffee in the San Francisco Bay Area in February 2018, Caroline met Bankman-Fried, who had co-founded the cryptocurrency hedge fund Alameda Research in November 2017. Within a month, Caroline had joined the team. She explained that she took a blind jump because she was so enthralled with cryptocurrency arbitrage that she couldn't resist the opportunity to advance her goal of making enough money to donate. Caroline had more trading experience than the average employee when she got to Alameda Research. In October 2021, she joined Sam Trabucco as co-CEO. In August 2022, after Trabucco resigned, she took over as Alameda Research sole CEO. Caroline declared on November 6, 2022, after CoinDesk queried Alameda Research's financial report and its ties to FTX, that the publicly available information only represented a portion of Alameda's revenues and that the company actually held more than $10 billion in extra assets. During a video meeting with staff on November 9, 2022, Caroline allegedly admitted to using customer funds to help Alameda meet its liabilities, knowledge of which she shared with the Bankman-Fried and other 2 FTX executives, Nasheed Singh and Gary Wang. This information was reported by both the Wall Street Journal and the New York Times. With all of this happening, it was clear that there were misconceptions and incoherent reports about Alameda Research assets, which means customer funds might have been mismanaged. doubtful that Caroline didn't realize what was at stake when she borrowed billions from FTX consumers to fix problems in Alameda research. However, as an insider with knowledge of both FTX and Alameda pointed out, ironically, Caroline, just like Sam Bankman-Fried, was focused on one thing: transforming the world. While it might not be the first time getting funds from FTX to run Alameda research, but what exactly could cause the downfall of FTX? Okay, Binance CEO Changpeng Zhao sold his FTX holdings to Sam Bankman-Fried in exchange for FTT tokens, which is also owned by FTX. Later, Zhao announced that he would sell the tokens in November 2022, expressing concerns about FTX's financial stability. Due to this, FTT prices dropped, scarring investors and customers. This pretty much turned out like bank runs, a situation of panicked mass withdrawal of deposits from a bank or other financial organization like FTX amid worries about its solvency. More people withdrew their deposits as the possibility of default rised. In extreme instances, bank reserves may not cover withdrawals, so because of CZ's statement, the price fell and investors panicked. Customers flocked to cash out of FTX, leaving the trading platform $8 billion shortfall. Binance first provided a loan to save the company, but has since withdrawn. And this is where all the problems started. In December 2022, Caroline was arrested alongside FTX co-founder Gary Wang, who also pleaded guilty to several charges. There were 7 separate accounts against Caroline. She was accused by 2 individuals of conspiring to commit wire fraud on FTX customers. Furthermore, she was blamed for carrying out the fraud by others who suspected her of involvement. She was charged with conspiracy to launder money as count 7 of the accusation against her. After she fully cooperated with the AG's office by turning over all necessary information and records, she was cleared of all 7 counts of official misconduct. Caroline might avoid all 7 counts of the allegations against her by agreeing to a plea bargain. Per the terms of the agreement, Caroline Ellison would face criminal tax charges but be set free on a $250,000 bond. On December 21st, 2022, it was revealed that Caroline had reached a plea bargain in the United States Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York. The most serious charges, for which she might have received a sentence for up to 110 years in prison, will apparently be dropped. No safeguards are in place to protect Caroline from future charges from any other authority. Criminal prosecution for tax law violations are also precluded, even if evidence of such violations were revealed during the course of the court procedures. Caroline Ellison has agreed to the conditions of her bail, which includes posting a $250,000 bond, a ban on leaving the country, and the surrender of any passports and other travel documents. In light of this information, federal prosecutors have decided not to oppose Caroline Ellison's release. As of January 27, 2023, Caroline Ellison and FTX co-founder Gary Wang have refused to provide FTX lawyers with requested information. After pleading guilty to fraud, Ellison and Wang agreed to cooperate in their criminal case against Bankman-Fried. Sam could suffer a major setback with the guilty pleas of Caroline and Wang. These new revelations make his legal position much weaker and threaten to undermine his argument that his alleged misconduct while leading FTX was an honest oversight. Both Caroline and Wang prefer to work quietly. Sentences won't be handed out until much more of the investigation is made public by prosecutors and Bankman's own freed state is made apparent. Meanwhile, Caroline and Wang would be expected to maintain cooperation with the authorities. Thank you for listening, and don't forget to like and subscribe to support the channel. It's free, and you can also change your mind later.